All right, if you are here, I would suggest that you bring your accountability partner in. So we'll start by 705. So if your accountability partner is not on the call, please check in with them before we start. Check in with them. Okay, I think it's time for us to start. I've tried my best, and I will just go on. Welcome, everyone. So, how are we all doing? Let's use the chat box. How's everyone doing? Yeah, I want to see our comments. How are you doing? Victor, Lydia, Palumi. Okay, Lydia said she's very fine. Palumi said she's doing good. So if you are on the call and you are yet to have your call with me, with your accountability partner, even if you've achieved what you wanted to learn from the Borderless Foresight, to review your growth plan, if you are yet to do that, you are very wrong. You are very, very wrong. And I would say, I think it's irresponsible, right? One thing about leaders is sticking to timelines, right? So, and Borderless Foresight, we hope everyone is responsible. So I'll just say this again. If after 2 weeks you are the one that needs this thing, post the clarity clinic, I will be very, very selective towards who I'm responding to. And I know I've had session with some of us, and you've had access to my expertise for free discussions and all. And you think, okay, since you can't find it up from there, then you do not want to take part in the other structure of the clinic. I think that's not good enough. Right, that is not good enough. Okay, so I think I would go ahead and start. For those who missed the session, maybe they will catch up with the recording. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen. I believe everyone can see my screen. Am I right? Please, I need someone to unmute and let me know if you can see my screen, because I am presenting now and I might not be able to see those.
Okay, yeah, I can see your screen. But the only thing is like you are breaking somehow. So I don't know if it is my network or everybody is experiencing.
Can everyone confirm if it is me or our network? She said I'm breaking somehow. So can
Yes,
everyone confirm, please?
yes, sir, she's right, sir, but it's clear now.
Okay, is this better now?
Yes, sir,
Yeah,
it's
it is
better
better.
now.
Okay, perfect. All right, great. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead. Can everyone see my screen now?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay.
Okay, all right, perfect. Okay, so we go into the session, developing income earning skills in the digital era. And this is a very, very important discussion, and also a significant one in this generation. As you all are aware, we are in the digital era, and it's just best that we leverage this platform, this economy, this era for income earning skills. And oftentimes, you know, people have been in this dilemma of how do I earn? How do I make money? You know, how do I make money and at the same time focus on developing my career path? You know, and you know that when you begin the journey into your career path, you need some years of experience before you become an expert. And you're left with this question of, okay, when will I start earning? You know, do I need to wait before I start earning? Do I need to wait till the period where um, I become an expert in my field, in my career? And this question is to give clarity on that. You know, the first time I got to know about income earning skills, you know, like having a structure around it itself, was when I read the book of Dan Luke, Unlock It. You know, it really blew my mind and gave me proper information on developing income earning skills, right? And many of you might find yourself in this spectrum where you have been doing some of these things, but you've not just put proper structure around it. which means you do not need to wait until you're an expert in your respective field or your career before you begin to earn income. You can develop some skills that would earn you income while you are still on your way to mastery. That is what this session is meant to inform you about. You can develop some skills that would what? That would earn income for you while you are on your way to mastery, because this is a digital era. This is a digital era. So we're going to dive deep into this session. We take it, it's like a foundational class. I call it a foundational class where you have all you need to build the spectrum, to build layers into earning in digital era. All right. Are you all with me? Are you all with me? Can you hear me? Am I still clear and audible?
Yes, sir. We are with you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, I'm with you, sir.
All right, thank you. Hold on. Okay, so the session today has few highlights. We'll start from shift from traditional to digital economy, income reality gap. We look at the rise of global economy. We look at the digital income pathways. What are the ways for you to earn digitally? We look at high income digital skills. What are some examples of some income earning digital skills? And moving from learning to earning, and how to turn skills to income. Now, like I said, the summary, each of these highlights is to give you an overview. The world has shifted from traditional to digital economy. And what does this mean? Right? The world has shifted from traditional to digital economy. Now, what does this mean for young people? When we say the world has already shifted from traditional to digital economy, what does this mean? What is the income reality gap? What is that gap that the world is currently facing, that employers are reporting, right? What is the gap between earning the income, right, and the required capacity to earning those income? What's the reality gap? Then also the rise of the global economy. What does it mean? What does the digital economy, what does it mean? Right? So it's the rise of digital economy. Then also digital income pathways. What are the ways to earn in this digital era? Then we talk about high income digital skills, giving some example, and we move from learning to earning. Then also I give us some steps. So just reiterating all of that. Okay, so let's move forward. Now, the world has actually shifted from the digital way, the traditional way of earning, the traditional economy where you have to be in a place before you earn, right? Or you have to go through a particular system before you develop your expertise or before you make money. It has actually shifted. This era that we are now is an era where you can make money from the four walls of your room with access to internet, to a mobile device, and knowledge. You can actually make money. That is what the digital era is about. With access to internet, electricity, a mobile device, and knowledge, applicable knowledge, you can tap into the digital economy. That's the difference. Compared to the traditional economy where you might need to be at a place, right? Where usually the traditional economy relies on physical presence. That's the word, physical presence in a location, hard skills. But the digital economy leverages a crossbreed of soft skills, technical skills, and even hard skills if you want, for you to what? To make money. And what is the advantage for young people in this era? As a young person, how can you leverage being a tech savvy? How can you leverage your digital literacy to earn as a young person? You know, in the professionalism space, we have the entry level, we have the mid level, you know, we have the COO suits, executive suits. You know, when you get into the market space and the professionalism sector, you come in as an entry level. In the traditional economy, you know, your income is restricted. Your income is restricted because there is a certain pay grade. So when you move into the mid level, probably after 5 years of experience, your income increases, but also limited. Then when you move to the executive suits, right, then it improves as well. But now in this digital space, this digital era, it comes with so many benefits and advantages that, see, you can keep up building your expertise and building your career in whatever you want to do. And at the same time, you can also leverage some skills to earn, to make money, because you need to pay bills. You know, the economic advancements, urbanization, all of these things comes with what? Increase in standard of living. And you know, sometimes your passion would not pay your bills sometimes immediately. So while you are spending time to cook yourself, as members of this Clarity Clinic, we have spoken about investing in your capacity, investing in your knowledge, right? In your chosen area, your chosen career path. But at the same time, many has, you know, shared this concern of earning. How do I make money while doing this? You know, I need to take courses, I need to go for trainings, but at the same time, I need to make money. And that is why this is an advantage for you as a young person. Your digital literacy, you can utilize it to your advantage, which means you can be anywhere and you can tap into the digital economy. All right. So what is the income reality gap? Now, the educational system and the market reality is quite different, because employers are, according to reports from early on, IMF, Forbes, World Outlook, you know, there was an important message that was passed across 2024, 2025. Many graduates lack the required qualification that the market space needs. Can you see that? Almost 50% of employers face hiring challenges due to the skills gap. So the fact that you have a degree does not mean you would have the required skills that the market needs. Remember, now the market revolves around the digital economy, which means that the market's reality, there is a shift from the traditional skills that are required to a mix. We now have, no, it is no more hard skills alone. We have technical skills, we have soft skills. Now, the digital economy requires digital skills. compared to the traditional skills that were required. And now you see so many roles, so many positions. Now there is what we call oversupply of degrees and undersupply of skills. So many graduates, but few have the required skills. There's so many graduates in the market space, so many degrees, but only 47% of these workers in the market space match the required skills qualification. What happens to the remaining 50%? Can you see that? And currently, the world's population of young people, compared to the total population, is about 60 to 40%, if not more. So when you begin to look at this, you would see that there's a huge opportunity in the market space, especially in this digital era. There is a huge opportunity. And now you even need to see that there is limited job markets. There is limited job markets. The digital economy is booming. And it is underexplored because we need more creators. And guess what? Only a few people are able to even monetize their knowledge. People need knowledge. People need knowledge. On a normal day, the benefits for the clarity clinic, right, is being monetized. But you're having them free of charge because you applied to these things. But when you go out to courses, you buy courses, right? You buy books. You register for trainings. These are monetized knowledge. And guess what? It is also a gap in the digital economy. People are yet to begin to monetize their knowledge fully. So the digital economy is still at the entry phase. That is why now is the best time to begin to what? To begin to materialize the potential of your digital skills. Now is the time. The digital economy is less than 15 to 20, 15, 10 to 15 years in the global society. There are still some places that the digital economy has not fully engulfed. There are still some tools that some communities, some population are not even aware of. When I mean community, I'm not talking about a physical community. I'm talking about some networks. And that is where you come in with your skills. That is where you come in with your skills. A lot of people are yet to monetize their knowledge. They're yet to monetize their knowledge. You have a particular skills and you're not even using it to the fullest. What do you do with your skills, your writing skills, your graphics and visual skills? Right? So less than 10% are monetizing their knowledge. We need to move from the physical job market to the digital economy. There is a huge space. There's a huge vacuum for players in the digital economy. A lot of people are needed in that digital space. You need to develop your skills to be the right person, the right fit for the market in the digital economy. We need to bridge the gap of the undersupply of skills in the digital economy. Now, everything revolves around the digital economy. Everything revolves around the digital economy. Is it communication and awareness? Is it marketing? Is it fashion? Is it products? Is it project management? Even politics, documentation? So everything now revolves around the digital economy. And that is why this is a significant space for you to earn as a person. So let's move forward. Please confirm if you can still hear me. Can you all still hear me?
Yes, please, I can hear you.
All right. So like I said, over the past 10 to 15 years, there is a shift known as the rise of the digital economy. Like I said, the global market space now revolves around the digital economy. Right from people's phone, they are able to, sell their markets. They are able to get clients. Can you see it? Right from people's phone, they are able to sell their products. People now sell their products with their mobile device. People get clients. People apply for jobs. We link the buyer and the seller. People pitch their solutions. All of the grants opportunities that I've won are through my mobile devices. I call my laptop my HQ. And do you know that the digital economy is worth over $14 trillion, which is roughly about 20% of the global GDP? If the digital economy in just 15 years is worth about 20% of the global GDP, and it is growing at least 2 times faster than the other part of the global economy. Now, consider the future projection. Guess what? The digital economy is here to stay. Now, inventions and innovations are tied to digital economy. Can you see it? Solutions. People with groundbreaking solutions want the whole world to hear about their methodologies, about their approach. It is tied to the digital economy. The finance, the global finance, documentation, tracking. And what does this mean? There increase in remote jobs. The digital economy means someone from the northern part of the world can work with someone in the southern part of the world through the digital economy. It's a bridge. The digital economy is a bridge. Remote jobs connect people from different coordinates. Where someone in South Africa can work with someone in Poland, someone in Russia can employ someone in Brazil. Can you see that? The digital economy is a bridge where employers are no more caged with employees in their region. They go far and abroad to employ people that match the required qualifications. Like I said, the financial system, the political system, the product market, everything now revolves around the digital economy. This is where you begin to think, how do I begin to monetize my knowledge? And there is low barriers to entry. Low barriers, contracts. There are low barriers to entry. Contracts are being signed via mobile phones once you are employed in the digital economy. Contracts are being signed digitally with Adobe Reader. There is low barrier, is low restriction in the digital economy. Now, having said all of these things, we begin to ask ourselves, what are the pathways to digital income? Okay, fine, I have said these things. It's worth over 14 trillion naira. Okay, how do I become a part of the digital economy? How do I earn? How do I earn? I want to earn. I want to be a player in the digital economy. There are three key pathways. The first one is what we call the active pathway, where you exchange your time for money. There are three key pathways, like I said, to earn digitally. The first one is the active pathway, the exchange of your time for money. You know, you freelance, you get remote jobs, contracts, and you are being paid to deliver over a certain period of time, right? Either monthly, contract based, hourly based, or based deliverable. That is active. Your time is for your money, your time for money. Then we have the semi-passive, which is your effort for money. These are people who create digital content. And based on number of views, based on number of users, they keep earning. Right? You create tools and put them on platforms where people can easily buy them. Either courses, digital products, you know, toolkits in your area of expertise. Can you see that? That's semi-passive. Then we have the passive, which is system and automation. System, you know, it's where you create an automated system, people that create tools. This is where people create tools that they give out. You know, for example, now, someone that created Calendly. Can you see that? Calendly. So people go, if you need an advanced product, an advanced plan, like AI, ChatGPT, they keep earning. People keep subscribing, right? There are so many of that. Zoom. These are systems and automated tools. There are a lot of them. There are a lot of them. So you likewise can think of creating tools and systems that can make you earn passively. Let me know if you can see my screen now. That can make you earn
Yeah,
passively.
I can't see.
So passively where funds keep coming in when you're not even working. So you can create blueprints. You can create tools, automated systems. So it's passive ways of earning. And this is the beauty about the digital economy. You are not restricted. That is one beauty. The beauty of the digital economy is you can leverage the three pathways of income. You know, in traditional economy, you can't work for three companies at once. In traditional economy. But in digital era, you can work remotely and you can create your content or put them to YouTube, design your products, put them on platforms and earn from them. You can create systems, automated tools, put them up for sale, tools that help people organize their profile, right? In the digital of artificial intelligence, you can use artificial intelligence to create tools and you begin to sell them and you continue to earn from them. So the beauty is that you can leverage all of this in the digital era. Now, as you know, I do not just talk about do this, do that. What are some digital skills that you can leverage, especially in this current duration? So I just categorize some of them. We have the data management category, where you can earn from data analysis and visualization. Now we are now in the era where there's so many data, right? But companies need people who can help them analyze their data to inform their decision. It's not just about numbers. What is the story? Can you help them tell story behind the numbers? Can you help tell story behind the numbers? Data analysis and visualization. Research also is another important skill. Many people just carry out activities without knowing how to link it with the world's problem, how to link it with the happenings, with trends, right? How to link what they are doing to solving local problems. Dangote once during a speech was, okay, what it does to address poor nutrition is the introduction of I think some vitamins in the rice that it produce. This was informed by research. So integrating research into solutions. Some brands, they lack that foresight. And people are earning with this. Now, there's also the digital ads. There are people who, when you look at advertisements and digital campaigns for projects, for people's brand, these are being done by some people. Tell me, you don't need to be in an office. No. So you can develop your skill in this analysis and visualization, in research, in digital ads and campaign. Now, let's come to content creation, which I think content creation is one of the most explored category of the digital economy. People creating content, copywriting, helping brands to write persuasive contents and advertisements, before they are being materialized through videos, and pictures. There's video editing, there's social media manager. And if you don't know, social media management is a very high income earning skills for brands, for big brands. People who manage LinkedIn accounts for people, for brands. I think when I got to know about this lady called Awa, I knew about her when she was managing Chicken Republic social media account. And because I was close, who was this person? I think was it their Twitter when they were trending that then on Twitter. So they use that to build profiles. Then also Jude. Jude. When is it Jude Chid, or when he was the social media manager for the president's account for Nigeria, I think on Twitter as well. There are so many brands. There are over 10,000 brands. So they need social media presence. And guess what? Especially new founders. New founders are in need of social media managers for profit business. You can develop your skills in social media management. How to develop content plans, content map, how to develop content roadmaps. So these are areas where you can develop your capacity. We also have visual communication, where you help people develop visuals, asset branding. You help people develop logos, you You help them with the branding of their organization. Okay, I'm going to help you. You want to start up this. I'm going to help you develop this brand guideline, which will comprise all of this for a certain amount of money. And once you are done, you deliver the assets to them. Right? And there's web development and programming. Now people are going into website development. There's the front end, there's the back end, there's the UI, UX. Or can you see? It's not just one person. There is the IT support, right? And also digital systems, different digital systems. So this digital era is an opportunity for you to earn. You can even switch. You have your career as your priority. You utilize the digital skills to earn, to keep you afloat. And guess what? The players in the digital economy are limited. Now look at this. The digital economy now, the players are limited and it's still generating over close to $20 trillion. Just think about it. The digital economy will keep on generating money. The digital economy will keep on generating money, even if it is short of players. If as at now, the digital economy is worth close to $20 trillion. Now think about it. When the players double, like I said, the world's economy currently revolves around the digital economy. And it is yet to stay. So this is an opportunity for you to take your space in the digital economy as a key player. So let's move forward. And so the next question, how do I move from learning? Okay, Mr. Paul, thank you so much. You've said a lot of things, all of this, all of that. Amazing. But how do I start? So I'll be giving out some tips on how you can take your place in the digital economy. How you can move from being an outsider to a landlord in digital space. So how can you move from learning to earning? What are the tips? How do you be a player in the digital economy? Number one, learn from the fundamentals. This starts from research. If you do not have any digital skills at all, research what are some digital skills, that are available, that you can plug into, that you can generate income from. Enable digital skills. Then pick a sector and pick a niche, not the whole piece. When you're going into data analysis, what aspect of data analysis are you going into? When you're going into programming, pick a niche for yourself. When you're going into the content space, pick a niche for yourself. Hey, do you want to do copywriting? Do you want to do video editing? Or do you want to even your content creation? Do you want to sell? Do you want to create products? Link them to how you want to earn. Do you want to earn passively, actively, or semi-passively? When you pick a niche, the next thing you do is practice through real tasks. You are never short of information. When you pick a niche, learn, watch videos on YouTube, take courses. And now you can even leverage artificial intelligence as a tool to teach you. If you want to work on data analysis, these are ethical ways to use ChatGPT. Tell it to give you a spreadsheet. Tell it what you want to do. Tell it to give you a task and assist you. Right? So you can pick an end result of a data and tell ChatGPT, okay, I want to work on a particular data that will give me a similar end result. How do I do this? How do I, learn, buy books, then practice through real task. Then you have to develop a proof-based portfolio. Remember, it is not just to build your skills. You want to earn. Learn from the fundamentals, do your research, read, get resources, videos, and all of that. Then pick a niche for yourself. You cannot be everywhere. You cannot be everywhere. You cannot be everywhere. Do you want to learn how to deploy digital ads? Focus on it. Start with one. Is it Meta ads? Or you want to learn using Google ads? They are different. So pick your niche, then practice using real life tasks. Do some test run. Then use those real tasks, develop what we call proof-based portfolio. You can do some voluntary works to develop a portfolio where people will see that you have worked on real life project before and they can trace it. That is why some people are not able to earn. They want to monetize their knowledge without showing proof. If you work on a 2 weeks project, put it there, hyperlink the results. If you volunteered with a team, I have during when Aqua developed our Fishma app, we gave opportunity to people to come in as interns to be part of the project. So if tomorrow someone reached out to me, okay, someone put in a CV that they were part of this project, I would not deny them. Then after developing your profile-based portfolio, you start earning small. You have to start with little earnings. You work with people, work with brands. Oh, I can do this for you, to earn. Then you iterate and you scale. You improvise, you improve. These are the fundamentals that can move you from learning to earning. And yes, how do you turn these skills into income? When you've learned those skills, how do you get your customers? That's a simple word. Explore freelance market spaces. There are so many freelance marketplaces that you can explore. Fiverr, Upwork, Freelancer, different marketplaces. Then also professional networking. LinkedIn is a professional network to get clients and to tell the whole world about yourself. And also build your audience on social media. You have to let people know what you do. You don't keep quiet. Create content about what you do. I did this, I did that, I did this. Create content about what you do on social media. Let social media be known for what you do. Your WhatsApp status, what are the things you post on WhatsApp status? I've gotten different jobs where people reach out to me because of what I say about myself, the kind of projects that I do. I'm currently managing a project. It's a regional project across 3 countries. And when the project lead reached out to me and said, okay, you know what, Paul, I was applying for this XYZ grant, and I had you there as who would manage my project because you had managed similar project before. And I want you to come on board as in XYZ role. You need to talk about yourself. Talk about what you do. Talk about your skills. Let people be aware. You have about 1,000 people on your WhatsApp timeline. Come on. These are potential clients. They have different things that they are doing. So you must leverage your personal network and the external network. Then also learn to shoot your shots. Write proposals to brands. You have your friends who are starting their business. Okay, write to them, hello, blah, blah, blah. This is what I can do for you to help you. People want to make money. When your ideas help them to make money, they will get you on board. Brand yourself so well that people will know, okay, if I need someone who is a copywriter, I will get this person. If I need a video editor, I'll get this person. This is this right person for this job. If I need a web developer, this is the person for this job. And you use all of this to build a strong online presence. You have a website. an online portfolio. So the story, the end of the story is the digital economy is an hotspot of turning your potential into income. So I'm going to take that again. I'm going to say this again as the end of the story. It is very simple. It is one message. The digital economy, it's a very simple message, right? The digital economy is an hotspot for converting your potential into income. And guess what? There's less friction, there's less restriction. It is left for you to tap into this space and start earning. I'm giving you so many ways and pathways to follow with practical steps that can move you from learning to earning. And that's the end of today's session. Thank you so much. I'll take in questions at this point.